there. And that has a meaning. That's kind of unique. Probably this was in an array of many of them. Here again, we see the same symbol right here in another frieze, probably over a doorway. But notice here again, we see the lotus flower, just as we seen that lotus flower was in the center here. We also see another satanic symbol right beside it. I wonder what that is. That is a pentagram. Amazing, huh? And then below them all, the all-seeing eye, huh? Amazing, huh? Here again, in architecture, got a little stone guy here and stone. These were made with works of the hands, huh? Craftsmen. Just like, pastors got through reading, they go in the forest and chop down the tree and go with the works of the hands, and they bow down and worship this thing. Can you see in anywhere of this where the star is? Oh, yeah. It's at the pinnacle, huh? Amazing, huh? Right there. I think right in the center of another lotus flower. Right here, on the floor. A unique design. How many hexagrams do you see in that? It's just a multitude, ain't it? Just all over the place. Here, 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 here. And they're all touching one another, and one another makes another. Amazing, huh? Right here in an old stone fort. Somebody took the time to get something and just scratch one out. I'll tell them what the history is behind that one. Here's one up on a pole. I kind of looked at that. I was wondering if that was a fair ride. I just wonder if the people were on each end of this and this thing turns around and around and these arrows go up and down. Because it looked like some kind of thing that twirls it around and around. But you notice again, they're in a interlaced triangle, huh? In big boldness. Again, another rock. Probably at some museum that somebody fashioned with their hands and took the time to hone it out. Right here, Ananda Marga. Now this is amazing. Remember during World War II, the symbol that symbolized the Nazi powers, Nazi beings that actually persecuted the Jews, the swastika. This is actually a solar wheel. It's actually based upon old pagan and druidic rituals, which they pretty much watch the sky at night. And this is based on the Big Dipper. As different times of the year, the Big Dipper turns. And upon different turnings of this wheel, it would turn 360, they would have fire festivals. At each of them, they got 8 points here, and each one of them represents a fire festival. And whenever the certain wheel would turn a certain way, that would mark the beginning of a fire festival. But notice here, there's the hexagram right there, interlaced with the swastika in the center. Now that's kind of confusing. That's amazing, huh? Ananda Marga, officially known as Ananda Marga Pracharaka Samga, called AMPS, meaning the Organization for the Propagation of the Path of Bliss. This is the gates. You walk in there and you get to the path of bliss. It is a social and spiritual movement founded in Jamalpur, Bihar, India. This is in India. In 1955, by, I think got some weird names on these people, Prabhat Ranjan Sakar, 1921 to 1990. Right here, on a ceiling, right when you look up, right when you come, probably a vaulted ceiling. Got right here, a Masonic symbol. Got many Masonic, the double-headed eagle, another triangle, a hammer, a star, and a moon. And again, what? The interlaced triangle of the sun. I wonder why they're all in unity. If this is so holy and so sacred, so spiritual, why is it grouped with the rest of these pagan symbols? Here again on another old fort. Somebody took the time to put one in wood there. Workman again, of man's hand. Right here in India. Little avatar, little god. Look like a god's going to war. Got a little sword in its hand. It's a female god too. Right there on its chest. Look at that. Another star, of day. What's it doing on that in India? And that's a pagan god. And this is supposed to be the emblem of Judaism. Ooh, all spiritual. I mean, come on. That's in India. Amazing. Here we are. Map of India. Notice when the map where it is. Got China. We got New Delhi. Got all the cities of India, Nepal, Pakistan, Afghanistan. And if we go on over this way, we'll get sooner or later, we'll get over to Israel. But we know it's all over here in the Middle East, what they call the eastern part of the world. Right here in India, we have this symbol showing up extremely much. Here in India, this thing is called, it's a talisman. It's called the Tantric Mandala. Notice, like, we saw that little carpet thing with the many stars of David in the center. Look how many is in here. It's just like many upon many, like dimensional. Tantric Mandala. Mandala means Sanskrit for circle. In Hinduism and Buddhism, what's this star showing up now in Hinduism and Buddhism now? No telling how many centuries old is this, even before the institution of Israel, even before the institution of calling it Jewish. A diagram used as a focus and a guide for meditation. So people sit there, and permutate or whatever they did and meditate, and all of a sudden, no telling what spirit took them off. Each mandala represents the universe pictorially. So we got basically a star here and then all the outer rings showing the levels of the universe. Again, the triangle with its apex upward is also taken to represent fire. Identified with the male principle, the linga or phallus, symbol of Siva. That's another Indian god. The progenitor or of the cosmic person. The triangle pointed downward represents the force of inertia which pulls downward and tends to suppress activity. It is associated with the element of water which always tends to come down to equalize its level, and it is the passive aspect of creation and thus represented by the yoni or female organ, the emblem of energy or cosmic nature. And then we get into a little bit more roots of the sexual connotation of this sign. See, again, there's a three-dimensional aspect of that, and it's within a lotus flower. Notice you got a sun symbol here. These are probably showing elements. These are indicative elements. We can tell that's water. Earth, probably that's fire. Amazing, huh? Again, on top of another building in India. Notice in these structures and all the pictures we've seen, we see the star right there, and we see the same shape right there. So as you watch these, as I progress these slides, you'll start seeing a similarity in regions of the earth with the architecture, even though they're in diverse places.